Greetings everyone and welcome back to 365 Days of Prog. Today we're going to be listening to Amazingous by the band Cheeto's Magazine.
Hi, my name's Naomi. I'm an avid progressive rock fan, but I'm a long ways from knowing all the prog albums out there. But this year, I'm gonna give it a try. This is 365 Days of Prog.
So let's get right into this. These are some of my favorite bits from this album.
And you lose it in no more.
So I've got a question for you all. What do you get if you take everything that you know about prog and you just throw it out the window? Well, in this album's case, you still somehow get prog. This is the moppety modern glitch synth-driven album that we've never asked for but somehow still got. This is, as I said, Amazingous by Cheetos Magazine. So some things to note about this band. So they started off in Spain and Barcelona as a pair of a vocalist and guitarist, and they were making humorous tracks and music that they performed on various shows, but later on they wanted to perform as a band, so they added a bassist and a keyboardist and created more albums such as this one. So this album, Amazingous, came back in 2019 and it's their third album as a band. Now this one features a lot of joyful, cheerful, upbeat music that is so unlike the realm of modern prog that there is, which is mostly filled by dark music, or at least somber music in a lot of its aspects, and I love the fact that they chose to go with such a bright interpretation of prog. Cheetos Magazine have basically chosen a path which is a lot like Moon Safari, and if you don't know Moon Safari you should totally go check them out, but Cheetos Magazine are like if Moon Safari actually used a lot more technology in their music to actually produce sounds that would not be possible with regular instruments. Amazingous features a lot of different things like glitches and sampling and a lot of filters on a lot of keyboards and other stuff, and it's really a modern sound, even somewhat futuristic sound that still stays true to the prog genre. And although all of the instruments on here do a fantastic job most of the time, I think there is one that shines beyond the rest, and of course this is the keyboard, or keyboards as you may say. They are the leading instrument for this album. Matthias Lizana, who is the keyboardist for this band, literally has no boundaries. He can do everything and anything he desires to do, and it sounds so amazing and so unlike everything I've ever heard. It sounds kind of alien in some way, and I love it so much. He truly goes to levels which are with the greats like Keith Emerson or Rick Wakeman, because he can play such beautiful riffs which are so catchy and so like unthinkable of, if you know what I mean. And most prominently, he just makes an excellent use of his keyboards, and he creates sounds out of them which are infinitely unimaginable by a lot of people, and I love the fact that he tried so many new things to actually come out with the sound that is featured on this album. Well, I personally find that this album can definitely get a bit overwhelming if you're not in the right mindset for it, but of course if you are, you should enjoy this ride because it is such an thrilling and energetic ride to go by. All of the tracks on this album, they hold similar energies to one another, but still they remain somehow unique and original from each one. And I find that the track that really is the most balanced one, that actually has the most moods in it and most creative ideas in it, when overall is really fun, has to be Close Your Eyes. That is totally my favorite track on here. I've listened to it a couple of times now because it is so good. And overall, if I had to summarize this album, I'd say that this is an album for a happy day, and if you're having a bad day, this album might even make it a bit better. So when it comes to the cover of this album, I am not a big fan of it, but I can appreciate the fact that it is going in tandem with the other covers that the band has made so far, and it does feature that Muppety absurdness that this album has on it, so I'd say that it is pretty fitting for what it does. So overall, if I had to rate this album, I'm gonna give it a refreshing 8 out of 10 for being so unique and so original and so unlike anything I've ever heard in any music so far, and I love it so much. But I guess that's about it, guys, and I hope that you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for tomorrow because we're going to be listening to Red Queen to Griffin 3 by the band Griffin. Yet again, we're going to listen to Griffin on here. But that is about it, guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all tomorrow. Bye, guys.